use to capture the data. So if you're importing the data or exporting from SPSS, make sure that you've set your measurement skills appropriately. If not, when you get here, you would need to do it manually. Although if you're fortunate enough that most of your data follow the same measurement skill, then you can just do it in bulk change. If not, you have to spend a lot of time doing it manually. I think that is clear enough, right?
Yes,
so,
but please,
yeah. So now we want to.
Please, I've seen that the data we are importing, since the file extension is .csv, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this software, will it also take ordinary Excel sheet?
It takes the CSV files. So you can always rename you can export your data to the CSV file, rename it as the CSV file.
Okay. All right.
So is it possible to select certain columns from my data set to use?
We've not opened the data yet. We are still opening the data, importing the data rather. So when we get there, you'll see it, okay?
Right, thank you.
Yeah. So now we want to import the data. Dr. Kwame, please import the data for us.
Okay, so you click on.
So you click on import.
Import.
Yeah. When you click on that, you see the pop-up window showing this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Are we all there?
Yeah.
Because from this point onward, I'm going to be sharing my screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yes.
I stopped sharing.
Before you go on, Dr. Sam, before you go on, I recall previously you mentioned that service provider and service type should be categorical variable, but now we just import the data as binary and metric variable. So there won't be any problem if we try to maybe do some analysis later.
If the categorical variables are not well captured, then when you get to sections where you want to do what we call the multi-group analysis or the measurement invariance and measurement, then you're going to have to go back to your data and correct that. So the measurement skill is actually very important. But if the service type is, sorry?
That means we have to come back to correct because you import the data as binary and not categorical. So I think there is a little problem there.
He's just sharing his screen for us to understand the process of data importation. And I'm assuming that when I was explaining,
thank you.
Do you understand? Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I stop sharing now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So now I want to share my screen. Okay. So now I want to import my data. Okay, I'm here. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So, okay, thank you very much. So when you import the data, you have this. On the left-hand side, you see what we call the name of the data, training data, navigation, indicators, correlation, and raw data. This is just for you to have a quick glance at your data, especially the raw data. And as the person rightly said, sometimes you have to pay attention to the measurement skills, especially if you're interested in a variable. Make sure that it is well captured when it comes to the measurement skill. So now when the data is captured, all you have to do is to go back, click on the back button.
Back.
Are we all there?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now that we are here, remember we created a model. Did we create a model?
No.
Okay, if you've not created your model, you'll see that in your project folder, which I call PLSM training. Okay, let me delete this model. Let me delete. Okay. If you have not created a model, you see something like this. You have your data and you have create model. Can we all see that?
Yes. Model.
Create the model?
Yes.
Okay.
Click.
So now
click create model. Click create model.
Yes. If you have your data properly loaded, now you can click on create model. Have you clicked?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Can you see my pop-up window?
No.
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 But when you clicked it, did you see something like new model?
Yeah,
Yes.
new model.
Now under it you see project, right?
Yes.
Now open
Yeah.
that file and name it. You'll be asked to name it. Okay. I don't know why mine is not showing.
Sir is not sharing. The sharing is not showing.
Yeah, that's the problem. Every other thing shows, but when the pop-up windows
Please
comes, it
share
doesn't
your
show.
entire screen, sir.
No, he's
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my entire screen. Wait.
I think
In the model type.
Wait, let me share again. I'm sharing everything. I don't know.
Make sure your VPN is off.
My VPN? Yeah, I have my VPN on. Is that the problem?
It
The
hinders
dialog
other,
box, new model,
it hinders
project,
other functionalities.
Okay, then
daily
let me switch it
screen.
off. Then let
We
me
can
see.
see the project that we have already created, but they're asking us model type.
Yeah, just
Because
wait. Wait, let me share my screen again and see if everything is showing. Now my VPN is off as I was guided to do. Now I want to click on create model. Can you see my screen now?
we
No,
can see it.
No, we
no.
can't see.
See the screen.
Okay, please. Okay, please. You just follow through, please. Follow through. Okay. Now it's simple.
I think
you see a
sorry,
pop-up window
I
saying
think the one, sorry sir, I think the one who shared the other screen for us to see clearly, I should rather
Yeah.
be showing
The
us so
screen is
that
not sharing.
you do the explanation. Yeah, because I
when
think
we are
our,
doing the analysis, I have to create the model. That is why I have to share my screen, you know.
But it's not showing, sir. It's not
Oh,
unable
sorry.
to be shared.
All I'm saying is if you calm down, relax and listen, it's easy. Just calm down.
Yeah.
Now
we can
when
follow
you
your-
click on create model, you see a window saying new model, right?
New model, yeah.
And then under that, it's capturing the name of the project you've created, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
No,
And then
it is
below
not active.
project,
It is not
you
active.
see.
It is not active. Sorry.
Just calm
Sorry,
down.
Doc.
Just follow what I'm saying, please.
Model name is not active.
It's easy.
No. Please listen to me.
If you
Then
can
there's
just
no
relax,
chance, so you can explain. Yes.
It is
if
not
you can
active.
just
New
listen
model.
carefully, just relax. You understand it. Relax, right? Now, when
Model
you click
name
on
is
new
not active.
model, you will see a pop-up window, isn't it? Under
Yes.
that, you will see project,
Yes.
model, model name, right?
Yeah.
Now, the project is automatic because you've already created a project.
Right.
So it's showing the
Model-
name of the project you created.
Model
Yeah.
name is not
Yes.
active. Not active.
Now, under project, you see model type, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Click
Yes.
on that arrow.
Okay.
Did you click it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, remember I said we have two types of structural equation modeling. We have the partial least square and the covariance based. So what we are dealing with is PLSM. So click on
PLSM.
PLSM.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, the next thing is you see model name.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's call it customer loyalty. Because the data has to do with customer loyalty. That's the model name.
Loyalty.
Have you done that?
Customer.
Yes.
Now click on save.
Loyalty. Save. Okay.
When you click save, you will see that your data opens. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
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 So when you created the model, you'll see that
Yes, you know the point. I think that because I'm here, the learner, you have to show the screenshot like. But people don't understand. Wow.
No, they're talking to themselves. Can you continue, please?
okay. So now after creating the model and naming it customer loyalty, you can see that on the left-hand side, the name of the model is the customer loyalty, isn't it? And below it, you have training data. So, and then after that, you have the names of all the variables as indicated in the imported data. Are we all there? Because this is the most important part of the whole modeling process. So now, if we have all this model, now we want to do some, hello?
Some of us have a different display after we save the model name, customer loyalty. It displayed with an information too many records, professional license required. Is it because we are using the student version?
Then you don't have
He
the right.
minimized screen a
You
lot.
don't. That means you don't have the right. Okay, the full version of the Smart PLS program. That's the problem. I did mention in the group sometimes that if you're not buying, you should subscribe to the 30 days free trial. That gives you full access to all the tools for 30 days. So I'm sorry about that, but it's because you're using the limited version.
Yeah, thank you very much, bro.
Okay, so now that we are here, here's the fun part of the whole thing. This is the interesting part, Load your data and you're here. This is all the modeling. Now, before you create a model, you have a hypothesis. In this case, I'm gonna share a new screen. And on that new screen, I want to, this is my PPT.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah?
For
Wanna
my
ask a
screen,
question?
yeah, for my screen, it has customer loyalty on the right side, and then training data, and the rest is on the left.
Well, it depends on, I don't know if it's your screen setting, but can you see the data? It doesn't matter where it's showing. If you can see the data, that's the most important thing. Right?
Yes, I can see the data.
Okay. Now, we are here. I'm sharing a new screen. I want to share a new screen. Can you see the new screen?
Sorry, where can we get the data?
Yes, we can see.
Can you see the new screen, please?
Yes.
Yes.
So we've launched our Smart PLS software. We've created a workspace folder. We've created a project. We've exported the data. Oh, Dr. Kwame, can you mute everyone, please?
Hello, everyone. We allowed
mute
the
everyone.
option.
Please mute
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
Please mute
We
everyone.
allowed you to have the option to speak so that you can ask clarifying questions to help you understand. If you abuse it, we will mute everybody and then you go silent. If you have questions, you keep it to yourself.
Hello, doctor.
Everybody should mute him or herself. When you have something to say, you unmute yourself. That's all. The next unauthorized or unimportant comments we get in the session, we are going to mute everyone. Okay, thank you.
Doctor, I think it's better you mute. Since we have already we create our workspace. Now we are going to the most important part. I think it's better you mute. We jot our questions. When he's ready, then we can ask questions about the hypothesis testing.
Okay, so when someone brings in a voice again, we mute everyone, and that will be it, because we are trying to help.
There will definitely be a next time, Doctor. This is not the first time we're having this in our classes. You remember the state.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes,
the most important thing now is designing our model. Imagine that we have this hypothesis. Competence and customer loyalty. Let's say there's a significant relationship between competence and customer loyalty. There's now I want to explain something when it comes to stating a hypothesis. We need to be careful. Now, sometimes when we say something like this, there is a significant positive relationship between competency of a firm and customer loyalty. Now we have indicated the direction of the hypothesis. So we are expecting a positive relationship. In that case, it becomes a one-tailed hypothesis. So when we are stating our hypothesis, we need to be sure of what we are expecting. So now I have this hypothesis. There is a relationship. I've not stated whether positive or negative. My H1 is there is a relationship between competency and what? Customer loyalty. Then the next one is there is a relationship between likability and customer loyalty. And the third one is there is a significant relationship between service quality and customer loyalty. Now I have these three hypotheses I want to design a PATS model for. So I'm going to go back to my other screen, which is the Smart PLS screen here. I hope you can see it. I'm going to minimize this. Yeah. Why is it not? Okay. So we are here. Remember the hypothesis I mentioned. Number one, there is a positive relationship between competency and customer loyalty. So in my data set, if you can see clearly, COMP_1, COMP_2, COMP_3, these are the variables measuring competence. So all I have to do, okay, let me show the easiest way first. The first thing is come to this place, the empty space here. Double click on it. Please follow along. Double click on it. Let me start again. Come here. Double click on this empty space. If you have done that, it will show you something like alpha. Rename it. In my own, I want to name it competency. Please follow along, please. Double click on the empty space on the right side of your screen. It will show you something called alpha in the dialog box. Delete it and type in competency. After doing that, simply press enter on your keyboard. Let me do that again. I don't want to save it. No. I'm going back so I can follow through. I'm here. I want to design my model. There are many ways to do this, but the easiest way to do this is what I want to demonstrate first. You double click on the empty space. It opens this dialog box and it names it by default alpha. But I want based on my hypothesis. Remember I said competency and customer loyalty, likability and customer loyalty. Now I'm naming it competence or competency, wherever you prefer. You enter. When you enter, you will see the circle, which I showed you earlier to measure the latent variable. Now, this competency is measured by 3 indicators or items in the questionnaire, which is COMP1, COMP2, COMP3. Now, I want to show in my model that these 3 are measuring competency. Now, you can either choose to move them one after the other, or you move all the indicators together. But let's do the easiest one. Click on COMP1. Now, when you click on it, drag it. The way you drag every other thing, drag it. You see a plus indicator on it, on the file. Then when you get to the circle, competency, release it. Is that clear? We are going to do the same thing for the second one. Click on COMP2. Hold on it. Drag it. Take it to the second one. Release it. Now you go to the third indicator. Come in. I want to see if everybody's following.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
Claire,
Everybody's
continue. Thank
following.
you. Now, go to the third one, click it, and drop it. Now, that's the manual way, the mechanical way of picking one after the other. Now, if I want to do this at the same time, all I have to do is click on these variables, select all of them, either with my shift and arrow, or whichever way you select item, just click on select all of them, or you can just, when you select all of them, like this, 3 of them, drag 3 of them at the same time, release it. It will give you this default name. You can name it competency as well. Competency. When you enter, competency, when you enter it, you have the
Can you
same.
come again? It's
Okay. Now I want to delete this. What I'm saying is that, initially when I was creating this, I was moving the indicators one after the other. But that's a lot of work in case you have a lot of indicators. So imagine I want to create this model here, this measurements model. All I have to do is, instead of picking the variables and dropping them one after the other, I can as well highlight all the variables measuring competency, in this case, COMP1, 2, and 3. So I drag everything instead of dragging one after the other. When I drag it to the empty space, I release it. When I release it, by default, it will capture the name of the indicators without the numbers. So I can just rename it competency. Competency. Then when I enter, I have the same model. The difference is I'm doing everything simultaneously instead of having to draw the first circle, then drag them one after the other. So this is a time-saving mechanism. So I'm going to delete one. If you want to delete, imagine you've created these two. They are the same measurement model, so I need to delete one. So I want to delete this one. Now, on my MacBook, you can see the delete button on the top right-hand corner. You look for the delete button, click it, it will become activated. When it's activated, all you have to do is to click in the model you want to delete. It's gone. Let me bring it back and do it again. Look for your delete button on the ribbon. My own is located at the top right-hand corner. If it's not activated, click it. It will become activated. All I have to do is, let's assume I only want to delete this COMP1. If I click this, it will be deleted. Let's assume I made a mistake. That's not what I want to delete. I want to delete COMP2. Now, on the right-hand side, you can see tools. So if I click on this button, it brings it back. So if I want to delete COMP2, for instance, I just click it and it's gone. Now, here's the thing. When you're deleting variables, after the deletion process, please, on MacBook, click on the delete button and escape to deactivate the delete process. If you don't deactivate it, anything you click will be deleted. If you don't deactivate it, anything you click will be deleted. You see? So after deleting an indicator or whatever you want to delete, just click back on it and press escape on MacBook. In Windows, probably it's going to be the same. So I want to form the model again for those who probably didn't get it. So I want to form this model, so I'm moving it again. I've moved it, and I've named it competency. When I enter, I have this. Now, I need this space. I want to put other things here. So I don't want these indicators to be here. I want them to be here or anywhere else. Now, to move the direction of these indicators, what you have to do is press Shift and alternate. Shift and alternate. But before then, you click on the measurement model. After clicking inside the measurement model, you press Shift and alternate. Then you use your mouse to drag to any direction you like. If you want to make it longer?
Sorry, sir.
Yeah?
My delete button doesn't want to go, doesn't want to be deactivated. It's disturbing me.
Click the delete button. Have you clicked?
I'm trying to click it. It's still active.
After clicking it, press escape.
Oh, right. I got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now let's continue. So now remember, when we formed this whole thing was looking like this, but I need this space to form other things. So what I want to do now is I want to move these indicators in another direction. And this is a matter of personal taste. It depends on how you want to design it. But in my experience, the best form of sophistication is simplicity. So keep things simple. So I'm going to click inside this. Then I press Shift and alternate on my PC. Then with my mouse, I can move in any direction. Up, down, side, up, down, side. Is that clear?
Yes.
Please, can you repeat again? Please, can you repeat again? Yes.
You mean moving the indicators to another direction?
Yes, yes. Yes,
okay.
Please.
Let's assume this is our default diagram. Now I want to move this. So all I have to do is I click inside it. Are you following? Now,
Yes,
when you
yes.
click inside it, on your keyboard, press Shift and alternate, the Alt key. Have you done that? Now, after doing that, you've already clicked inside it. So your cursor is invariably inside it. So you just move the cursor in any direction you like. Is that clear?
I think it's not working. Mine is not working. I think maybe the PC and the Mac is different. I don't know.
No. Just relax. Did you construct this measurement model? We're able to construct it. Do you have this? Now click inside it. Click inside it. Have you?
Yeah.
Now, is it highlighted?
Professor.
Please, let's take it one
Hello?
after the other. Let me answer him first, okay? Please, so that it doesn't become messed up. So have you clicked inside it?
Yeah.
Now, after doing that, Dr. Kwame, you're using a Windows machine. Which key combinations are you using?
Yeah, both Shift and Alt. But they can also use the arrow keys on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm using, the arrow keys on the right.
Okay, then you can use that to do that.
Okay.
So we can move forward, right? So somebody want to ask a question, please. What's your question?
And Philip, can we resize the rectangles and circles?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Can we resize this?
Yeah, you mean resize the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't worry, we'll do all that. Let's take it one after the other, okay?
Okay.
We'll do all that, yeah, we'll get there. So now, this is my competency. Remember in my model, I'm looking at competency, likability, and a third variable, which I'll introduce into the model. So now, let's do the same thing for the first three variables here. Like 1, like 2, like 3. So highlight all of them and move them the way we did the first one. So I can name it likability. Then I enter. The same way we did on competency. Now I still want to change the direction. So I click inside it and I can use these arrows to change it. The arrows, the indicator arrows on the right-hand side. Now if I want to make it longer, Shift, alternate, enter. Then I can arrange it this way. I'm assuming we got that clearly, right? Now in my model, I want to add a third variable, which is, yeah.
Would you please go over naming this likability?
Okay. Where are you lost?
How you were able to create this second likability?
Okay, it's the same way we did the competency. All I did was, let me delete it. If I activate my delete button and I delete this. Now let me deactivate it. Remember, after deletion, deactivate the delete button. In Mac, you have to click it again and you press escape. If not, anything you click will be deleted if you don't deactivate it. So now I want to create my likability measurements model. So I go back to my data on the left-hand side. You can see like 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 to 8. So I selected everything. The way you select everything, then I moved it like this. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
So after moving it, you can change the name. As I said, like likability. Then you enter. When you enter, you can see the direction of the indicators. I want to change it. The way we did in the first instance, Shift, Alt, and I move. But before then, you can also use the direction arrows here. On the right-hand side, you can see under Tools. If you don't want to use the keyboard shortcut, you can always click here, click here, click here, click here. So this is the easier option, actually. But if you're working, you have a lot of things to do. Keyboard shortkeys are always friendly measures to adopt. But wherever you're comfortable with is what you do. So if I move it to the left-hand side, I'm going to have something like this.
You can also click hold and then you move.
Okay, depends on wherever works for you on your PC, it's acceptable.
Yeah. Click
Thank
hold
you.
and
Are we all there? Now, if you want to align the two construct, if you move it, you can just click on it and you drag it with your mouse. You see a line that is showing the line of symmetry. If you want to align, you can do it like you just move it. Then when you move it to the point where you see the line, the straight line joining the two of them together, it means they are in a perfect straight line. You can just release it. As I said, it's a matter of personal design. So I can click inside here, Shift Alt, then I increase this so that they look well arranged together for me. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to add a third variable to it.
Doc,
now
we have 10 minutes, 10 minutes more.
Yeah, so probably today we'll just form the measurement models and we form the model and we'll continue tomorrow.
Okay.
So I want to move in my third variable, which is a quality variable. So if I move here from number 29, indicator 29 to 36, I'll select all, as we did in the first instances. I move all. Remember now we are having 8. So quality. Then I enter. It's also showing my indicators to be here. So of course I don't want this to obstruct this. So what I do is I drag it down with my mouse. I click inside, or whichever works for you, you change the direction as we've done. I have this. I can align it if I like, align it so that they're on the same straight line. So now I have my independent variables: competency, likability, and quality. Now, remember we are saying we are measuring customer loyalty, and customer loyalty is measured by the CUL variables, CUSL variables, indicators rather. So you select 3 of them, 1, 2, 3, as we've done in the 3 stages previously. Then you drop it on the right-hand side. So I can call it customer loyalty.
Hello?
Yeah? Are you lost?
I don't move that the direction. So correct it.
Sorry?
I can't move the direction to the left side.
Click in whichever construct you want to move. Have you clicked inside?
Yes.
Now, when
Left,
you click,
left, right click, or left or
when
right?
wait, let me just do this. Just click inside any of the circles. Look, I'm clicking inside here. Watch. I'm clicking like ability, for instance.
Okay.
Just click once. Have you clicked?
Yeah.
Now, when you click on the right hand side of your screen,
I click it.
calm down,
When I
please listen
click
to
it,
me.
it is blue.
Listen, relax, listen, okay? Relax, you will get it. It's
Okay.
not difficult. It's very easy. Okay, so when you click it, on the right hand side of your screen, did you see tools on the top?
Okay.
Can you see tools?
Select all, exploring
The
it.
right hand side of your screen. Okay. The right side of your screen, the right, left, right, left, right, right. The top, can you see tools
Right.
at the top?
Yeah.
Good. Under tools, can you see some 4 arrows that look like a gamepad directional key? Up, down, left, right. I'm pointing at them with my cursor. Can you see it?
No, I don't do it.
Okay, so we'll address that later. You just follow through. Maybe after you can contact me or anyone else who got it, and then they'll explain to you because our time is running out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have this. So I have my construct. Remember what I told you earlier? The relationship between the indicators and the construct is what we call the measurement model. So this is a measurement model. This is a measurement model. This is a measurement model. And this is the endogenous measurement model. Endogenous means dependent. Forget the grammar. Now, these are the exogenous, independent, the ones that are measured, that are with the observed variables. Now, at this point, there is no relationship between them. Remember, I'm measuring competency on customer loyalty, likability on customer loyalty, and I'm measuring quality of customer loyalty. Now, for me to show this relationship, which is the last stage of our, please let me take like 5 minutes to finish this up, which is the last stage of our modeling, the parts model creation. Go to your competency measurement construct. Click inside. Have you clicked? After clicking, hold down your Alt button. Please, this is very important. Click inside the competency. Hold down the alternate button. Are you doing that? Now, if you've done that correctly, when you try to move, you see that there's a line trailing through. When you get to customer loyalty, release. Let me take that again. This is very important, please. Now, my hypothesis is there is a relationship between competency and customer loyalty. Now, to show that relationship in my diagram, I go to competency. I click inside it. I hold down my Alt button. Then I click and draw a line with my cursor or my mouse. When that line gets to customer loyalty, I release. And if you've done that properly, the two constructs become blue.
Sorry, please. Mine is not going through. I don't know. Can we have another method to do that? I've tried it several times, but it's not going.
Just relax. It's easy. Don't worry. You know, when you're using a software for the first time, you face some of this little challenge. It's not difficult, you know. Just click inside. We are going to do it for the next two, so you're going to get it. Click inside. I don't, Dr. Kwame, is there a shorter way to do it on Windows machine?
Yeah, I think they can use the connect icon on top. You see where they have the icons? Yeah, when they select the connect, they can then choose the ones to connect.
Okay, they can do that.
Yeah, and then they can connect.
Yeah, that's good. That's working.
Okay, good. If that's working for you, then whatever works for you is what you adopt. Now, as I said, you can click on the connect here and then you draw, which is the easiest way. But maybe I'm too addicted to keyboard shortcuts, you know. So you can use that, then you go to connect. But the manual way or the keyboard way is, in case you want to do it, you click inside, Alt, and you draw the line.
No.
Have you all done that? If you've joined everything correctly, you see that everything turns blue. Have we?
Yes, we done.
Yes,
we done.
yes,
Hello,
yes.
Okay.
hello, doctor.
Yes.
Sorry, please repeat the last stage.
Okay. Let me delete everything.
No, just the last.
No, oh wait, just for the sake of people who didn't get it. So we all have these 4 diagrams on our screen, right? Now, initially I was saying you can use click. Let me deactivate the delete button. Click, Alt, and draw. But you can also use the connect button at the top, which you can also activate by pressing Command and 3. But okay, click it manually. When you click it, just go to wherever you want to join, draw the line from there, and release it. From here, click on it. If you're using the connect function, click from here and join. Does that make sense? We're able to do it. Okay,
Yes,
so I'm
doctor.
assuming
Thank you.
we're all able to do this. So now we have formed a simple model. Here's a simple model. So this is what we call a structural model. A structural model is simply a model showing the relationship between the indicators and the latent construct, and then the relationship between the latent construct. So this is a latent construct, latent construct, latent construct, latent construct. So these relationships from here to here, from here to here is a structural model. The relationship between this customer loyalty and all this is what we call the endogenous latent variable. The relationships here between competency 1 to 3 and these is also what? Exogenous latent construct, exogenous latent construct, exogenous latent construct. Now, after doing this, when we now join competency to customer loyalty, that's one structural model. Likability to customer loyalty, that is another structural model from here. So the relationship between the latent construct is what we call the structural model. And so this is how we create our path models in structural equation modeling. I will be stopping here today. Come tomorrow, we'll look at how we perform the analysis. Thank you all for coming.
Okay.
Over to you, Dr. Kwame.
Just a quick question,
Okay.
Dr. Sam. So what does the color indicate? Blue mean there is a relationship between the endogenous variable and exogenous variable?
Oh no, the colors actually don't matter. But you know, when the color is simply telling you that you've actually created a relationship between them, you can actually change the color. You can change it if you like. You can change, yeah.
Got it.
So when if you don't connect, like take for instance, let me show you something. If it's not connected, you'll see that. Let me show you this. Watch. If it's not connected, can you see? That means I've not created a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you connect, depending on the color setting you're using, whenever you connect it, it will show. The blue line is an indication that you've actually created a relationship between them.
Okay.
So yeah,
I
so if
got
I
it.
just yeah, so that's all. So this is how far we
Thank
can
you.
take it today. Please be sure to attend tomorrow so that you actually see how we perform the statistical analysis on these models. Thank you all for
Doc,
coming.
Doc, I think you have 1 minute. Can
automatically-
you try to save the model so that they don't lose it by tomorrow?
Thank you.
Just click on save on at the top left corner there, close to back, and it will be saved automatically.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
If in some instances, let me say I've done something on this model. Let me say I've done something. Let's say I've edited or something, and I forgot to save. If I want to go back, it prompts me. Let me say I did something on my model. Let me say I deleted this. Let me say, then I want to go back. It's going to ask me, there are unsafe changes. Do you want to save before closing? Then I just click on yes.
You know your pop-up always doesn't show anyway.
But sometimes if you listen, you will get it because right? Maybe I'll see how to figure it out by tomorrow, and then probably it's going to show, right?
That's fine.
But the easiest way to save is on your screen, go to the top left corner, just before the back button, you see a save icon there, and click on save. Is that clear?
Yes, but after clicking on it, it remains down.
That's all. Once you've saved it, you can just close your screen. When you come back tomorrow and open it, you continue from where you've saved it.
All right.
Yeah.
That one is not possible.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Hello, doctor.
Yes.
Doctor, sorry, please
tell us how to save again.
I didn't get you very well. Please tell us how to save again.
Okay, let me go back to my model. I'm hoping you can see my model. Can you see my model?
Yes.
If you can see it. Now, all you have to do is, if you take a look at the left corner of your screen, you see the back arrow. Can you see the back arrow at the top left corner?
Yes.
Now, after that, you see save. Can you see that?
Okay.
Just click on save.
Yes, please.
Just click on it. After you click on it, it becomes grayed out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it means it's automatically saved. So at this point, you can close your screen or quit the program. When you come back and launch it again, or you can go back, just go back. Have you clicked back?
Yes.
After saving, but if you fail to save before then, it will prompt you. There are unsafe changes. Do you want to save? Then you click yes.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, everyone,
Thank you, sir.
please, thank you for coming. And
I have one question.
Please, it's time.
I have one question.
It's time. People have other things to attend to.
How to do?
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Thank you. Yes, I have one question. How to do the arrow short or long? I don't know how to do it. I skip maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you. For those who have time and want some clarifications, you're free to stay while I explain. But if you know you have something to do, I'm just answering people's personal questions at this stage. So officially, we're not going to add anything new to what we have done, right?
Yes, but please, if you could send us the recorded file, we'll be happy.
Yeah, Dr. Kwame will send that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Please,
okay,
before, a minute,
okay.
Before everyone leaves, if you haven't...
Okay, so...
better.
So officially, everything is over, right? Hello?
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible now that if I downloaded the one from the website, I can buy the new one then? Or maybe I can finish the training